Hi folks, Leigh Farnell here with another Hadouken Ask the Experts, and today I'm again with Stacey Varsani and David Horlock, people who have led companies right across the Asia Pacific region. Stacey and David, welcome aboard.
Hi, Leigh. Hi,
Hi,
David.
Leigh. Hi, Stacey.
Guys, today we're talking about financial KPIs and organizational alignments and critical business drivers. Now, I know both of you have said this to me many times. Business without profit means nothing. Cash flow is king, and we are what we measure. Many organizations do not align the key strategy, operational activities, sales and marketing with key objectives, activities, outputs, outcomes, and impact. So you've told me this. You've led companies using these principles. As you've said, this needs to be aligned to create the correct culture, teamwork, and reduce organizational friction. But Stacey, I want to go to you first. When it comes to finance, what have you done in the area of critical business drivers at both operational and country levels? And what do some of these things mean to you when I talk about financial KPIs and organizational alignment?
Yes, so the key is really, firstly, that the KPIs directly address your critical business drivers. So we often think of sales and profit first, but we also need to consider client attrition, staff utilization, DSO, productivity, return on investment, any compliance incidents. So very tailored to the business, but you need to identify what are your key business drivers and how do they translate into KPIs. Then the second step of that is ensuring alignment. So we really want to establish a cascading framework where we're starting with our high level financial targets and linking those directly to operational targets at the department level, which link directly into our team and individual targets. And all of these have to be aligned. We have to take a organization-wide view to ensure that departments are aligned, that we're not seeing any conflict within departments, which can quite easily happen in siloed operations. And we need to embed scorecards and regular tracking. So that's where, like you mentioned, we want to track the activities, the output, the outcome, and ultimately the impact. And really, our biggest weight is on the outcomes. What are our actual outcomes here? And I think a very important thing in terms of, our modern business environment is very fast moving, very fast changing. We have to have a mechanism in there to adjust, to rapidly adapt. Our KPIs today may not be our KPIs in a month's time. Things are moving very quickly, and we need our frameworks to be able to adjust for that.
Wow. David, how does this resonate with you, what Stacey's just said, from your experience in managing many companies right around the world?
Look, what Stacey said is really common sense, and it really, really does make a lot of sense. And the challenge, though, is integrating the process, and it needs to be led by finance, which is the financial partner of the organization. And I've always used the leaking bucket syndrome to identify what are the critical drivers, right, to optimize profitability and sustainability in that business. And I think Stacey mentioned many of them, utilization rates, staff costs, DSOs, client attrition, sales staff attrition, sales pipeline, sales growth. All these things are extremely important. And every business will be different depending on, one, its maturity, and two, the type of business it's in. But the important thing is to identify the secret recipe of what are the critical drivers in the business. And then you have to institutionalize that from an operating model, because none of this information will have any value until it's understood, it's simplified, it's measured by finance, it's implemented, it's measured, and it's rewarded. And if you do that, the outcome and the impact will be the profitability.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And the output of what you were looking for. But you have to get the activity right to get the output, to get the outcome, to get the impact. And this is what Stacey said very well, was integrating those critical drivers into the financial and KPI framework.
And I love the fact you talk about the idea of a cascading KPI framework, and then embedding scorecards and regular tracking. As you say, what we measure is what we manage. And as too many businesses operate in silos, are not aligned, and the unintended consequences of this misalignment is poor culture, waste of energy, waste of time, poor staff morale, high attrition, and of course, declining share price. So when organizations are well aligned, friction is removed, teamwork and morale improves, clients are happy, productivity improves with profit. You want to say something to that, David?
I'd just like to say spot on, Leigh, because you're quite right. We know that 60 to 80% of business plans are never implemented. So there's never any shortage of strategies and there's never shortages of business plans. But there's lots of shortage in implementation. And the best way to implement is you got to decide what you're going to measure, reward, and improve on. And I think that's where this financial partner operational relationship is so powerful and important within any organization, because it becomes the catalyst which enables implementation, and implementation is 98% of strategy.
Yeah. So if you're a C-suite leader who wants to engage, learn and grow with leaders who've been where you are heading, learn from people who've covered multiple regions, cultures, real world experience, and have high impact results, you can get that in one powerful session. You can tap into the three of us, 108 years of expertise in a 90-minute executive advisory power panel. It's your session where we help you brainstorm bold ideas. You'll gain second opinion from all three of us. We'll help you innovate and fast track problem solving with proven techniques that we've used right across Asia. You'll get actionable insights that really will have an impact on your bottom line. Now, we only do 2 or 3 of these sessions a month, so apply now. The details are on the landing page. We guarantee you're going to get high impact results in a very results-driven call. David, Stacey, thanks very much.
Thanks, Leigh.
Thank you, Leigh. Thanks, Stacey.